What's up, everyone? This is Kevin Meadows, and this is Invest With Me. Now, I hope you all had a good day. The market was green, so hopefully you all had some success today. So, let's take a look at the picks for today. All right, everyone, let's get into the first pick, and it's coming from Yahoo Finance. Let's talk about ESPR. And I'm not talking about ESPN. When we look at today's chart, we definitely see that it had a really good rise in the morning, and then it sort of settled down throughout the day. But we can also see that it is an increase for today. Now, when we go to the 1 month, we do see that it is in a decrease right now within that 1 month. But when we take a look at the chart itself, you're going to see that we have a spike up throughout. And basically, this is where Yahoo Finance is basically seeing that there's a potential rise for the company itself. So we do see it at $12 right now, but it has the potential chance to go back up to that $14.50. Within the 6 months, we do see that it did decrease a lot from that, I would say, around $31 range. But with Yahoo Finance looking into it, there's definitely some increase that they see coming within this company itself. If we look at the year to date, it did have a rough year, but there's definitely potential growth. Let's take a look and see what other websites say about this particular stock. All right, when we take a look at tip ranks, we do see it at a strong buy with 4 buys, 1 hold, which is pretty good. Now, when we look over, we see that it has a high of $114. Now, if you do get in this stock and it does get to that mark, that's going to be very profitable for you. But remember, this is just analytical data, and this does not guarantee that this price is what you're going to get over time. Just put that in your mind and just use that as a strategy when it comes to buying this particular stock or any other stocks. For the average, we have it at $64, and for the low, we have it at $17. So whichever mark that it's at, they see it at a potential gain with the current price at $12. All right, when we look into FinViz, right now we do see it at that support level. And so hopefully within that 12 mark right here, we do see some increase over time. Because usually when it comes to these trend lines, that's basically in blue, that basically means that usually how trends go, it's going to bounce back up, which basically shows that it's a support, so supporting it up. And so with this, they show it at it going from that 12 marker to hopefully around that $19 to $18 range. Keep a lookout on this particular stock because it is at that support level. And let's see how high it can go, or let's just see where it goes. Now we're in Benzinga. Let's see what the analytical rankings give us. So within the firms, they're showing it at a maintenance ranking. So some have it as a equal weight, strong buy, outperform, and market perform. So when you look at the numbers and where they see the price target with the current price that it's at now, they do see it at a increase over time. When you look at the firms, you do see that they did change their price target. But if you look at all of their price targets, it's way above what the actual price is. So they do see some positive within this stock, but put this into mind that they have decreased what they actually thought the price could be. So when it comes to this particular stock, just be careful, look into the financials, and if you need a little bit more help or you want me to look into it even further, just let me know. Our next stock is PAYS. Let's take a look and see what they have. All right, when we look at today's chart, they did do well today. They increased over, I would say, over 80 cents. So there's definitely some good news when it comes to this particular stock. And then I would say when you look at the top where it says after hours, you see that it's also increasing even further. So that's definitely something to put in mind. All right, when we look at 1 month, you definitely see that this stock is increasing, especially if you got it last week. Bravo to you all if you hopped on that. If we go to the 6 months, you do see that it is in a decline, but with a lot of news going on with this particular stock, where Yahoo Finance is looking into it and providing even more information on why the stock is increasing, they do believe that this stock can go back up to those levels of, I would say, around $4.84. So if it does potentially go back up and you're in this stock, bravo, you're definitely going to see some profit right there. And with the year to date, we do see that it is in a decline, but Yahoo Finance do believe that this stock is a potential buy. But let's take a look and see what other people are saying. Now, if we go to tip ranks, we do see it at a strong buy. We have it at 3 buys, 1 hold, which is pretty good. And then on the upside, they do have it at $4.43. So right now with the current price, they do believe that there's a potential chance to grow. Now with their analytical data, they do see it at a high of $6, an average of $4.43, and a low of $3.50. So just put that in your strategy, depending on where the price is at now. If this is true and their forecast is correct, there's a potential chance you can get some really good gains. All right, when we look at FinViz, we do see that support level in blue. And right now, it is not touching the support levels, but it's a little hard to see. But if you see right there at the bottom, it is breaking through the resistance levels. So it's basically just showing that instead of bouncing down, resisting those levels, it's actually breaking through, which could be a potential chance for it to grow even further. So let's just put that in our strategy and just go to the next website to see what exactly we can do. All right, let's go to Benzinga and take a look at the analytical rankings. Within the firms, we do see that right now of last month, we have it at a neutral to a buy. So they do see it as a potential gain. So when you see the ranking changes, you do see it at an upgrade. So that can be some clarity to help ease the decision, but also be cautious. Take all that information that I just gave and just, look at it, look at the financials, and then just make a decision from there. All right, with all these tools that we have at our hands, these are just ways to help us when it comes to our decision. All right, the next stock comes from Benzinga. We have GDRX, and hey, I need some of their coupons, especially during allergy season. Man, those sinuses can hit me pretty hard. All right, well, let's take a look and see what the stock has to say. On today's chart, we do see that it did increase a good amount throughout the day, which is really good. And if you take a look again at those short-term, mid-term, and long-term, all of them are bullish. So potential buys that they see. So let's take a look at the 1 month and see how it's doing. Once again, on the 1 month chart, we just see this stock just growing, which is good. It's basically showing that it's on an uptrend. Let's take a look at the 6 month and see. All right, when we look at the 6 month chart, we do see that it's a little mixture of some up and down, but right now with the current movement, it is on the uptrend. So we don't know how high the ceiling is going to be for this stock, but let's take a look even further and see how high it could potentially go. When we look at the year to date, we do see that a high for this stock within the year itself was $56.90. So with the level of where it's at now, or price where it's at now, there's a potential chance of it going back up or just bouncing back up. So let's just use that as a strategy and see what other websites and other tools that we can use to make the decision for us. All right, within tip ranks, we do have it at a moderate buy, 7 buys, 3 holds, and an upside price of $43.30. And with the current price that it's at now, it is a gain, but it's not much of a gain itself. But let's see the forecast that they have. All right, let's take a look at the forecast. We see it at a high of $56, an average of $43.30, and a low of $37. So if their forecast is right on the high, that's definitely some good gains right there. And the same goes for the average. Now for the low, it is at 37, so they do see it at a potential loss if it does reach that level. So just another tool and another thing to think about when it comes to making the decision. All right, when we look at FinViz, right now we do see that purple resistance level, and we see it basically breaking that barrier. So when it comes to how high it can go, we don't know, but I would say just keep an eye out on it and see where it goes. We're in Benzinga now, and with the analytical rankings, the firms have it as a upgrade, maintenance, and an upgrade. We have a 45, 42, and 45. So depending on what your strategy is and what their strategy is, they do see this as either a buy situation or a sell situation. So with all this information that we just got, I would say just decide from there and make a decision on if this is a stock that you're wanting to buy. Those were some of the picks for today. Link down in the description will give all the websites to where I got those picks from. I want to say thank you to you all for watching and subscribing. If you're new, please like and subscribe. I'm here to help you all. So any questions that you have, just let me know. You have a good day. Bye.